and under multi-billion-dollar defense deal finalized during US President's India visit. India is set to get the MH-60R Seahawk helicopters manufactured by Lockheed Martin's Sikorsky. While the Apache and Chinook were inducted in Indian Air Force earlier, MH-60R Seahawk helicopters will be inducted in the Indian Navy. The $2.6 billion deal for military helicopters will modernize the Navy. It will add much-needed anti-submarine firepower. I caught up with Lockheed Martin India CEO on these issues and others. Let's hear him out. US President Trump was on India visit, and today we are joined by Blair, CEO of Lockheed Martin India. They have been awarded a big contract. So first of all, congratulations to you. And we would like to know from your side, what are these choppers MH-60R capable of doing? What are their big qualities?
Well, first off, I'd just say that we're pleased to support the government-to-government deal. It's a foreign military sale from the U.S. to India. 24 MH-60 Romeo helicopters, so the premier helicopter for anti-submarine warfare. And so it really is a great complement to the collaboration between our navies as well as other navies in the region. And so it's going to bring capability that's much needed from an anti-submarine warfare, and other capabilities in terms of air-to-ground capability in terms of countering the threats in the region.
And there is an offset clause as well, which will help Indian companies also get some kind of business out of this deal. Could you throw some light on this offset contract as well?
Well, with offsets, as many people are familiar, it's 30% of the value of the contract, and with that we commit to place work through partners, through strategic suppliers, with our really find suppliers that can become part of our global supply chain. So it's a win-win. It matches up well with the Make in India initiative. It taps into suppliers that we've been engaging for over a decade and partners for over a decade. So we're very optimistic in terms of the value that can bring in developing the defense and aerospace ecosystem.
Well, you are a US-based company. Well, President Trump, how do you respond to his visit in India? Though he's already in talks with India. India and US are talking about a trade deal. But tariffs is one thing, a contentious issue which US President keeps on talking about always. So how do you see his visit first, and second, his take on tariffs as far as India is concerned?
We're at a strategic point in the relationship between the US and India. In so many different ways. Of course, I see it through the defense and aerospace frame of reference, but I think across all aspects, you can see how this next decade is going to be the decade of growth for India and U.S. working together. As it relates to tariffs, I can't really comment. I mean, I'm sure what I can say is that there's such a strong mandate of support for this relationship on both the U.S. and India sides. I'm sure with effort we can sort through any issue.